Hello everybody, and welcome back to Build and Battle MTG. Today we are making a video on how to play Magic the Gathering. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before a game starts, you will draw a hand of 7 cards and start at 20 life. If it is a 2-player game, then whoever goes first does not draw on their first turn. If there are more than 2 players, however, whoever goes first does draw on their first turn. You can roll dice to see who goes first. When you start your turn, it is called your upkeep. On your upkeep, you untap any cards you control and draw 1 card for the turn. Then you go on to your main phase. On your main phase, you may play 1 land a turn and cast any spells you have in your hand, like creatures, sorceries, instants, artifacts, or enchantments, if you have the mana to play them. When you cast a spell, you turn the land sideways, which showed you used it for the turn. That is called tapping the land. After your first main phase, you have a combat phase, which is where you will attack the other players if you want to. If you do not want to attack your opponents, then you can skip your combat phase. During the combat phase, when you do choose to attack your opponents, you tap the creatures that you are attacking them with. After your combat phase, you may have a second main phase, which is exactly the same as your pre-combat main phase. After your second main phase, you are on your end step, where you pass the turn to the next player and wait for your turn to come again. When you look at a creature, in the bottom right corner you will see 2 numbers. The one on the left is the power, and the one on the right is the toughness. The power indicates how much damage the creature will deal when it attacks or blocks. The toughness is its life. When the creature is blocked, it loses toughness equal to the power of the other creature blocking it. For example, if you swung at your opponent with Goblin Glory Chaser, which is a 1/1, and they blocked with Foundry Street Design, which is also a 1/1, this would deal 1 damage to Foundry Street Design, and since its toughness is 1, it would die. But this also deals 1 damage to Goblin Glory Chaser, so this would die too, so they both die. If your creature dies from anywhere in the game, it goes to your graveyard. When you attack the player, not another creature. The other player can block with whatever creatures they want to, in whatever order they want. When a creature enters the battlefield, unless it has haste, it cannot attack or use tap abilities on the first turn it's summoned. It suffers from summoning sickness. The mana cost of a spell is in the top right corner of the card. To cast the card, you must tap enough land to fit the amount at the top right. So let's say you want to play this card. It says you need to have 1 mountain to play it. So you would tap 1 mountain and cast it. The mana cost of a spell is in the top right corner of the card. To cast the card, you must tap enough land to fit the amount at the top right. Let's say you wanted to play a card that costs 3 of any color and 2 blue mana. To cast that card, you would need to tap 2 blue mana and then 3 of any color mana. If you have 4 of any color and 1 blue, you can't cast the spell because you only have 1 blue. There are many different types of spells, which include creatures, artifacts, sorceries, instants, and enchantments. You can only play instants and cards with flash on your opponent's turn. That's it for our full guide on how to play Magic the Gathering. If you guys would like to see any more videos, leave it down in the comments below. We will be coming out with a video shortly on how to use creature abilities and abilities, also covering planeswalkers and abilities that creatures have. That video will be out shortly. If you guys would like to see a review on this deck box holder, just put it down in the comments. Also, if you'd like to see a video on cheap card ideas that I think you guys should pick up, put that in the comments too, or any other video ideas, and see you in the next video.